The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Tough game for us. We came out and played really fast. We had to kind of have a game plan that we didn't necessarily do when we lost to them by 4 down at third place. You got to pick your poison with them. You got to either try to take away paint, or in this case, they hit 9 threes in the first half. A lot of credit goes to them. We held their bigs in check in the first half. I think they had 3 total points between the two. Didn't get a lot of paint points. Of their 40 points, 27 of them came from the three-point land, which is kind of uncommon, but that's how good of a team that is, that you try to take away one thing, they burn you with another, and it's just a type of team that you got to pick your poison. So I think they're going to be a great representative from the Southeast region going to play in the Elite Eight. I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of how they played. They played really hard for us throughout this week. Today just wasn't our day.
Talk about how things changed. Got off to the good start, 10-0, led by 6, but in the second quarter they hit a lot of threes, 9 in the first half and 13 tries. How did that really change your outlook defensively, but not only really change the game in their favor?
We wanted to get the game sped up. They're a really good defensive team. I think they give up, 56 points a game or something like that, and we only scored 58 down there, so we felt like our best opportunity to get looks in the half court was to speed the game up and get him more space to play. And certainly it started out well. They started in a zone, but then once we got the 10-0 lead, they kind of got out of it. Number 4 got in foul trouble, and then they started picking us up man, and the game became more of an up-tempo game, which is what we wanted. But again, I didn't expect them to hit 9 threes and shoot whatever percentage they did in the first half. But credit to them. They took the shots they had from the perimeter, and they made those 9. And, in my opinion, that's probably the difference in the game. We came out in the second half, never could get into an offensive flow, and then we had to get out of the press, get back into more half-court stuff, and their bigs were able to score, 14 points in the second half, and they were able to go more inside-out like they typically do.
What changed for you guys offensively? That made it more difficult defensively. It seemed like they ran you off the line pretty well, missed all your threes in the second half. What made it difficult to score beyond really the first quarter against their defense?
Well, I don't know how much we scored when they were actually in the zone that they came out in, but when they went man-to-man, they're an athletic basketball team. They're really good defensively, and it made it tough for us to get any kind of good look. We did get some looks, especially in the second quarter and even into the second half, but we had some stuff rim out. We didn't shoot the free throws very well, and it was late there that it was still a 10-point game, even though we weren't shooting the ball well. Unfortunately, it's a 17-point game. I don't think it's indicative of how the game actually was. I think it was in question probably about the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. But, again, we shot the ball really well in the semifinal game against Anderson. And you're not going to win very many games shooting 37% and 22.2 from the three.
Talk a little bit about this year's group. Obviously, incredible run in the SAC tournament. Came up short. Good run in the NCAA tournament as well. What have they meant to you in this program to take this program and set the standards even higher?
It's been an enjoyable 2 weeks that we've been on. I think we've been on the road together something like 9 of the last 14 days when you include the trip to the SAC tournament in Rock Hill and then coming over here. I feel like we've been on the road a lot. We spent a lot of time together, a lot of meals, a lot of practices, shoot-arounds. But to make it to 2 championship games, it's unfortunate that we didn't win either one of them. But it's better to get there than not get there. And that's kind of like this game here. It's unfortunate that we lost and don't get to advance to the Elite Eight. But we're here, and we were one of the last SAC teams standing. Well, we were the last SAC team standing on both the men's and women's side, I guess. So, a lot of credit goes to them. They've played well through this stretch. We just didn't get it done today.
Sit here with the 3 seniors. Braylon breaks the single-season record in the SAC for threes made with her first tonight. What have these 3 meant to you as a coach? You coach both Skylar and Lindsay for 4, Braylon for 5, but what's it been like to coach these 4 throughout their time?
Well, we call them the core group, and we've won a lot of basketball games with them, broke a lot of records with them. They've all meant a lot to us. We could talk about the basketball stuff, but who they are off the floor is probably more important than that. They give us no headaches. They're no trouble. They come to practice. They get it done every day. They show up every day, and they've never been a headache for me. And that's more of what I want than anything when we're building our culture. We've got to have good basketball players, but I want good people in the program, and they certainly have been that way. And Braylon especially has broken about every record there is, and of course, you know, Lindsey has made all-conference. Skylar made all-conference her sophomore year, and Lindsey's still got decisions to make down there. But these two, their eligibility is exhausted, but Lindsey's still got some decision-making to make.
For the three of you, you can all answer it in any order. What's it been like to go through this journey in your final year, to make these tournament runs together and then enjoy these experiences?
I've just been extremely blessed to be able to be a part of this great group of girls. I'm definitely going to miss like seeing them every single day. I've known Lindsey and Braylon, it seems like my whole life, played ball with them my whole life, so not being able to just play with them anymore is just going to, I think it's going to hurt the most. So
I'll call us the less than 1% group. I think there's a stat out there that says less than 1% of people get to play college basketball. And definitely even less than that get to say that they're part of winning programs. So we're part of that less than 1% group. I'm glad that we got to add to the legacy that's Carson-Newman women's basketball. I love these coaches, this program, every single team that I've been a part of. So it's been a great ride.
I think we've had a lot of ups and downs this year, you know, some struggles, but I think this group of girls and like the chemistry that we've created this year has just been amazing. You know, everybody loves each other, everybody's always cheering for each other, so it's been amazing to be kind of in that environment. Makes my decision of what to stay difficult. Really want to stay with these girls, I don't want to leave them.